ממנוחוס ינהלני, נפשי שובב, ינחני במעגלי צדק, למען שמו, גם כי לך בגיא צלמובס, אוי רע. כי אתה עמדי, שבטך ומשענתך, המה ינחמוני. תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צורריי, תשענת בשמן ראשי, כוסי רוויה, אך טוב וחסד ירדפוני. כל ימי חיי ושבתי בביס אדוני לאורך ימים.
שמע לא יסרידו וישמחתי וימנים לי ויסעלינו יני אלי אוים דויסו יורע אלינו בשורייך ירושלים ירושלים הבנויה כאיש אחור לא יחדיו ששמו שותים שפטי העדוס לישראל להוידויס לשם עלינו Shama yashavu chizayis v'mishvat Kisayis levayis David Shalu shalayim Yerushalayim Yishvayu oyhavayich Ahai Yishalayim Michayleich Shava V'yayim Yisayich Ahai
Tanya for the last day of the month of Tevet.
Tanya thoughts for the 29th day of Tevet. Why does Tanya assume we love God? Why does a child love their parents? Because we are our parents. Our neshama is Hashem. How did that happen? It's in our spiritual DNA. That's how we came out of the factory. We inherited it from our ancestors, just like we inherit eye color and hair color. It's in our impulsive identity. It can get smothered, desensitized. What we have to do is not create it, simply to reawaken it.
9th of Teves of a leap year. In yesterday's Tanya, we spoke about the idea of Tehit Tzadik, which means that it's not enough to be perfect in thought, speech, and action, even though that might be the maximum that we can actually truly achieve and accomplish. Nevertheless, we should be aspiring also to be tzaddik-like, which means to use our minds to impact our emotions so that our insides also, our internal structure, our feelings also become holier than they are. It's not only about doing the right thing. There's also this process called avodah, which means the internal work, which every Jew and every chassid is expected to do. There is independent value to avodah, to that internal work. Even if you were to be perfect in thought, speech, and action, without it, there is value to trying to work on refining your emotions and developing feelings, holy feelings. With this, we'll understand a pasuk. There's a verse in Malachi, which says as follows: Ushaftem uri'isem ben sadik l'rasha ben oived alikim la'asher loy avadeh, which means, and this is a verse that's talking about when Mashiach comes, and the prophet says that at that time, V'shaftem uri'isem, you will be able to sit back and you'll be able to observe the difference between a tzaddik and a rasha, between the one who serves God and the one who doesn't serve God. And the obvious question is that there seems to be a redundancy over here in the verse, and actually the Gemara points out this question. The tzaddik is seemingly the same as the one who serves God. The rasha is the one who doesn't serve God, so why does the pasuk have to repeat it and say the difference between a tzaddik and a rasha, and between the one who serves God and the one who doesn't serve God? So in today's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe is going to answer the first redundancy. What is the difference between the tzaddik and the one who serves God? So the Alter Rebbe explains Tzaddik is an adjective. This is a righteous person. One who serves God is not an adjective. That's a verb. That's describing the person's behavior. It's not describing the person. By the way, it could have said a servant of God, a Eved Hashem, but the verse doesn't say that because a servant is also an adjective. So the tzaddik is the adjective. There's the righteous person and the one who serves God. The righteous person, the tzaddik, is the tzaddik whom we have described up until this point. And then there is the Beinoni, the one who struggles. That person is not a tzaddik. That person, you can't describe them as an individual, as a holy person, because they still have a lot of unholy feelings and thoughts going on inside them. But they're constantly serving God. They're constantly making sure that regardless of what's going on inside them, they're doing the right thing in thought, speech, and action. That still doesn't answer the other question. What is the difference between the Rasha and the Le'avadi, the one who doesn't serve God, and the Rasha? That seems to be saying the same things using two different words. And that we will answer in tomorrow's Tanya. And we'll also proceed to explain how all this follows the ideas that we just spoke about in yesterday's Tanya.
All right. And that takes us to not Shavuos. Sefer HaMitzvahs of the Rambam.
No, it's not impossible that Eved did say, just study Rambam each and every day. I'll never miss my daily Rambam. My Rebbe so desires, I'm not busy or too tired. When I learn Rambam connected, I remain, I am a link in the Rebbe's golden chain.
All right, we did not get Rabbi Taub's mitzvah lesson today, so we will just go to Rabbi Lipsker.
Today, those studying 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah begin a new set of laws called Hilchos Shluchin V'Shutfin, the laws of agents and partners. And like the last 2 sets of laws, they again have no specific mitzvahs dedicated to them. And so we're going to discuss these laws in the wider context of Positive Mitzvah 245, the commandment to obey the Torah's guidelines when it comes to transactions. As a fundamental rule in the Torah, a person is entitled to appoint an agent to act on his behalf. Specifically, we're talking in the area of business, and so if I appoint my fellow to be my shliach, to be my agent, and conduct a transaction for me, it is considered in the Torah's viewpoint that I myself performed the act, and everything done by the shliach is valid.
And there you have it. Matters of Mashiach up next. All right, let's sum it all up. The Alter Rebbe once said, know what is above you, as it says in Avos. Know that everything above is in the supernal realms, all comes from you. It all depends on our efforts. Miracles are not necessarily for Mashiach to prove himself. However, many miracles will be necessary for the ultimate redemption. Each of these miracles is somehow a result or symptom of the changes that Mashiach will effect in this world. Ultimately, however, all the miracles of Mashiach, as fantastic as they may be, have to start with us. We need to change the way we live our lives and the way we see the world. When we transcend our nature and live a supernatural life, we open up the realm of supernatural possibilities. So here the Rebbe says are some suggestions to help us transcend our nature and reveal the supernatural within. Constantly grow in the study of Torah and the observance of mitzvahs. Okay? You like that? All right. Unite intellect and faith by striving to understand your beliefs and to recognize the limitations of intellect. To appreciate the essential value of action, mitzvahs, we and everything in our life must change. And perhaps most of all, fill your life with joy, because simcha paida together. Joy breaks through all barriers. Tomorrow we will talk about Rosh Chodesh Shvat and what it means for Mashiach. Shmuel Tzvi. No Shmuel Tzvi? All right. Let's see where this thing is going and why it's doing that. Here we go. Hold on. Just got to get to the file. It'll only take me a second. I know, it's the computer. Computer's just running slow. It does that. All right. All right, well, we have to skip Shmuel Tzvi today, I think. And we're going to go right to bringing heaven down to earth. All right. There are two channels on the television of life. One plays a fantasy, the other real life. The fantasy is a world that imagines itself to be its own truth. Nothing is of intrinsic value, and everything functions by the rules of success. In this world, you are nothing more than another background, a shadow, an extra in a spotless movie. A disposable prop for a 5-cent. I've been there. In this world, life may be prosperous, faster. Whatever the scene demands, so shall you be given. Until it's time for the next scene to begin. Then there's the real life. That's a world in which you stand face to face before the director of this grand drama. But your story is not the drama. It's the intimate relationship you and the director. All things will change. The props, the backgrounds, the actors, even the play itself. But Hashem is forever. Hashem is endless. Connect yourself with the director of everything, and you will see the truth. This, by the way, this background, I put this in our backyard. That was the first snowfall of this year. And it lasted exactly 10 minutes. You want to talk more about the Torah portion, come to me on social media at Clubhouse, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Telegram, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, theactorsrabbi.com. Baruch ato Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam boirei nefashos rabois v'chesroinan al kol ma sheborosa lachayos bohem nefesh kol chai baruch chai ha'olamim. All right. Oh, yeah, Yossi Green. We've got you. I think it's a song with Chaim Yisrael together. You're gonna enjoy this. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my sponsors. My Patreon.com sponsors: Pespro Riddle, Tarzan Orchids, Dina D Design, Bracha Biederman, Avi G in the UK, and Reza, my newest sponsor. Reza, I believe from Sweden. I know, right? It's pretty cool. Oh, I have to add his name in there. I didn't do that yet. My bad. I should have added his name. Reza Musavi. What a great guy. Thank you, Reza. Really appreciate it. All right, let's add Reza in here so that we can we can make sure that we see him. Brach B'Rav Avi G in the UK, and then Reza. Musavi. Yeah, we'll put him in here. All right, that should put him in. Reza Musavi. All right, here we go. There you go. Patreon.com/theactorsrabbi, breakfastwithelli.live/new computer. Very, very desperately needed. There he is, Reza Musavi. All right, have a great and glorious day. Do something nice, something good for someone today. Tonight is Rosh Chodesh. Make sure you have a beautiful festive meal tonight. I think we're having tamale pie. That's one of the recipes I just got. I'm kind of excited about it, actually. I got a great recipe for that, and I think the hot tamale pie. Look at that. Oh, looks good. Yeah, I think we're going to have that tonight. All right. Have a great and glorious day. In the words of Rabbi Isaac Hamler, have affection for a fellow. Hashem will have affection for you. Do a kindness for a fellow. Hashem will do a kindness for you. Draw a fellow close, and Hashem will draw you close to him. Make it a great and glorious day. Be the reason someone smiles. For crying out loud, how important is that? We are in our countdown to Yud Shvat. It is exactly 10 days away. So we're getting excited about that. All right. Of course, we know the 10th day of Shvat is a day of two Revi'is. It's the day that the previous Revi passed away, and the day a year later that the current Lubavitcher Rebbe took over as Rebbe. He accepted the leadership of Chabad. All right. Have a great and glorious day. Be the reason someone smiles, and I will, God willing, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Yosef, lech nurei, eshloi machecho, atoiva shleimus bachecho, sire veloi sabrit b'chroino.
לך נרד שלום אחיך, הטוב והשלמות באחיך, יראה ולא תביט בחסרונה, השלמות באחיך, יראה ולא תביט בחסרונה. לך נא 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 נא, 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 את שלום אחיך. לך נורא שלא ימחך, הטוב והשלמות ביחך, יראה ולא יסביט בחסרונו, וישלמות ביחך, יראה ולא יסביט בחסרונו. לך נא 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 נא, לך נא 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 נא, לך נא 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 נא, את שלום אחיך. לך נא 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 נא, לך נא 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 נא, לך נא 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 נא, את שלום אחיך. لخنا نا 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 لخنا نا 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 ريه اشلي ما خيخو لخنا نا 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 لخنا نا 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 لخنا نا 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 ريه اشلي ما خيخو لخنا نا 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 لخنا نا 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 ريه اشلي ما خيخو لخنا نا 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 لخنا نا 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 لخنا